from interns to the consultants. You have all seen that the ministry has released a letter or a notice that actually violates the tenets of that particular CBA. It has released a circular. Estates, and with me here is the chairman for KMPDU, Dr. Abidan Mwachi, treasurer, Dr. Masina Bwire, the vice chair, Dr. Kaura, and the deputy SG, Dr. Miskela, and our NEC members who are in this particular meeting. Today we have what we call a special delegate conference, which has more than 600 doctors from the entire country. As you know, we just finished our 56-day strike in the month of May. It is always totally unusual for us to go on strikes every month or every year or even twice a year. The last time we were on a national strike, as you are all aware, was 7 years ago, before we went on strike in 2024. But this is unprecedented action in 2024, where we went on strike and we had a particular return to work formula with the time frame of the implementations. But these things have not been implemented. That warranted the call for this special delegate conference for doctors to make a decision, to see to it that what is it that we have to do to ensure that the return to work formula is implemented. In that process, one of the fundamental concerns that we've been talking about is that as a union, it took us pain, suffering, sweat to actually have a collective bargaining agreement that dictates our salaries from interns to the consultants. You have all seen that the ministry has released a letter or a notice that actually violates the tenets of that particular CBA. It has released a circular that makes every doctor in this country afraid even to work. So yes, we are deliberating. We've had a deliberation for the last 3 hours to discuss how are we going to go on the strike. How are we going to strategize? How do we audit the strike that went? Because we were out of goodwill and took the promises from the government. That has caused a lot of action, a lot of concern from the doctors because they want results. And that can be understood in every facet. If your leaders go into negotiations, if people get out of work, they expect results. When that result is given in paper and not implemented, we expect frustrations. So yes, the doctors are disillusioned. The doctors are frustrated, and the doctors are thinking, what are the best mechanisms to make the government of the day give them the dignity that they deserve, that the interns do not return to be slaves, that the wages that we have bargained are protected. That's the liberation we have, and I believe by the end of this day, we will give a resolution and a communication to what the over 600 doctors from entire country have discussed and resolved for the Kenyans. But I must say, the decision of going on strike is not always easy. But when it happens, it means every other avenue, every other negotiations has not worked. Thank you, Chairman.
General said this is the most important leadership segment or leadership section of our union, the Special Delegates Conference. And as you might all suspect, we call this particular Special Delegates Conference with a view of reviewing the return to work formula which the government has reneged upon. And none will be known to all of us. The government puts pen to paper on these particular documents with the view of throwing them to the dustbin. This has been no exception. And as if a king sent by the devil, just as things were slightly working for them at a rate of 10%, they have gone ahead and shoot themselves in the foot by deciding to pay our doctors, not even the 70 that you had refused, not even the 70. They have decided to pay our doctors a paltry 41,000 Kenyan shillings, which is a big shame. And for that, I can assure you, by telling from the tone, tenure, and the mood of our doctors, there shall be only one outcome from this particular deliberation that you are having, and that shall be a strike, a strike within this good December. And you can, my word is my bond, you can take it to the bank. Thank you.
I want to address something called the culture of lies in this country. For 7 months, you have tried to engage the government on the internship issue. And for 7 months, they have done nothing about it. We have had 4 meetings from the court judgment in October. And the CS has never come for a single meeting, neither the PS. They always have very junior officers who come to tell us that their hands are tied, they're waiting for direction from above. Then today, when we are coming to meet here, the incompetent minister wakes up and very early in the morning for the first time and does a press conference lying to Kenyans that they have released money and paid interns. In fact, we don't have a problem with the payment. We'll use that money to bring them to Nairobi. But we're disappointed that they don't have that money in the account, so they still can't come to Nairobi. So the lies, the PR, you don't have to hate Kenyans this much to lie to them on every single issue. An issue about a strike is something so painful. And you can see how my members are struggling with it in that hall. We don't go for strike for fun. Yet the only thing somebody can call you guys in the morning to tell you are lies. And they cannot even say, they're so ashamed of it that they won't quote the 70,000 or 40. They tell you fully paid. And you do the math, 350 million by 1,100 interns is 70,000 gross, 41 in net. It's simple math, guys. So please, government, you can PR your way, lie your way, but from this meeting, we are only coming with strategies of how to make this strike super effective. We will be shutting down every single thing, private, public, whatever you want to call it. Thank you.
My last question is